Alright, so today I'm going to be ranking the hardest parts of Bloodbath for this 75 subscriber special. Put there. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to start off with Weo Tio's part. The Weo Tio's part is like, it's the part where you have to start off with the infamous straight fly, like, you know what I mean? And then, like, you hit the orb and then get sent back up. And then you have to do like some infamous straight fly, and then you get into the ball part, and then with just one fake, and that's pretty much it. And that's the part done. Just 9% of the level is that guy, and you can tell it is his part because his icon is like located up at the front, over there, yeah. And honestly, I can get this part done, and currently my record is somewhere around Vermilion's part, around what now, 13%. I got 15% off camera, but yeah. Actually, I got every record off camera. Honestly, I feel like this is a very challenging part of the level. Like, if you tell any Bloodbath completer, they'll tell you like the beginning of this level is actually, the beginning is so much harder than the end of the level. Like, it's very easy to do a run from 80 to 100, but keep dreaming if you ever want to do a run from something like, I don't know, like 10 to the 41. Try that. Alright, next up is Vermilion. So it ends at the ball part, and then you get into this like infamous ship part, which I fluked one time, and that's how I got my 15%. I really wanted to get to the ball part so badly there. And then comes the ball part, which I can do with ease. In fact, I'm gonna prove it to you, and I'm gonna show that right now. Vermilion's part, I'd say like that ship part is quite difficult. Although that ball part is kind of like a breather, like some people might consider it difficult because it's at half speed. But honestly, I feel like it's actually, I'm just gonna say hard. It's actually maybe actually challenging. Just it's a bit easier than Way Tears part, and you can also tell it's Vermilion by this amazing V logo that you can make. I mean that it was not easy to make art in update 1.9, so that was pretty good for it. Okay, where do I even begin? Okay, Michigan part. As you all know, Michigan is one of the greatest players out there alive. He was a really good star grinder. Then he quit, and a tragedy happened. And one of the legacies that he left behind was his two parts in Bloodbath. One is gonna be this part that we're gonna talk about, and then the other one at like the very end. So Michigan's part lasts for a very long time. It lasts for 8% of the level. So, and that in that 8%, it's literally hell. Like, literally between every click, you gotta wait like one tiny frame before you can jump back in the cube. And then in the ship, it's just an infamous straight fly. And then the ball part, I'd say, is one of the easiest parts for Michigan. And then, oh my god, the UFO. Where do I even begin? There is no real pattern to the UFO. Like, how do you do this? Okay? And then we got some normal triple spikes. Yeah, but they're not like normal. They're really spread out, but not as spread out as Buffbat. And then we got a decent wave part, which kind of feels like the Evasium wave part, but just a little bit harder. Alright, so for Michigan's part, you're going in Extreme Demon for real. I'm very sorry there. Alright, Evasium's part is actually not that bad. Like, you could do a run from Evasium pretty easily. I could do one quite easily. I mean, I used to think that the UFO pattern, like, how do you control this? But, like, it's easy, okay? It's easy, okay? So, Yeah, so it starts off with that ship part. As you can see, next is this ship fly through, turns into mini. And then you go to like this short mini wave pattern and then go back into regular. Then you do like this UFO pattern that kind of feels like what you can see here in a Sonic Men. But yeah, other than that, this is very easy. This was actually like one of the better runs I have in like the beginning or the mid part of the level. In fact, like I'm just gonna put why so easy. Why is it so easy? All right. Oh my god. Like when I first started playing Geometry Dash and heard of a level called Bloodbath, I thought this club step monster right there was the pinnacle of the level. Like I thought that this was a choke point, but no, like now that I know a little bit more about the game, now I understand a bit more, you know why Michigan's up there. Okay, so Crack's part has one of the most infamous ship gameplay that you might ever hear. Like look at all the club step monsters that you face and this gigantic boss, which I'm pretty sure if he was made in 2.0, then I'm pretty sure it would be going down, 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 and then you would have to like follow it down and then go up. Imagine that. That would be pretty creepy. And then like you got some straight fly, then you gotta go like follow a pattern around some club step monsters, and then do like this ball thing where you have to like hit the orb really late, and then there, it's just done. Magical. Yeah. Now, if this was my 10-year-old self rating Crack, I would have put it like somewhere here, better than Michigan, harder than Michigan. But actually, now that I know a bit about the game, I'm gonna put this in, yeah, I'm gonna put this in the difficult. Heck, it lasts for 11% of the level, so that really does. Okay, a Sonic Man. Looks like it has one of the longest parts of the level, lasting for 16%. Now, a Sonic Man part is not that hard, although what really gets me is this ball part, like with the invisible spikes there. Yeah, so it starts off with like this, it feels like this very precise click pattern, but you just realize that you could just spam your way. And then this, you turns you back into regular size, which makes it feel difficult, but it's not that hard. And then you have like this one where the mini one where you have to go when it's right, because if you don't go when it's right, you either die or you die or you fall and your physics don't work, so you die because from falling. Yeah. Okay. And then like the ball part, I said like after like the first part of the ball, it's actually just free. You got like some orb skips, and then like you have to see like which orb do you have to click or not, even though you just do nothing, and then just spam. It just leads to the auto transition. When it used to say a Sonic Man, it in the text it only says a Sonic. So my friend ASDQW1C thought that it was actually his part of Bloodbath. So, and now I hate to break the news to him, but that's not him. He doesn't play Sonic. So I'm just gonna put in like why so easy, and especially because this is even longer. Actually, I might just put Evasium part in normal and a Sonic Man in why so easy. All right. Now we're getting into some of the parts where people practice like the most often, because when they like start from the beginning and then go. So now we begin with what is known for being the ugliest part of Bloodbath. Etzer. Sorry, Etzer, but like people agree, and that's what we have to do. Anyway, so Edso's part like has some crazy UFO timings. Then the ship gameplay where you have to land on the fake spikes, which is kind of funny. And then like you go into a 3 times speed and then click the UFO and then go up and then do some straight fly. And then that would be it for Edso's part. And then, but for Edso's part, I'm just gonna put it in challenging. It's not exactly like very hard, but all right. Now Havoc's part. Havoc's part is actually literally just free because the ball part's easy. Although you have to understand like why in here, like what the hell, why are you falling there? And then you just go do the crazy UFO pattern. And then the wave part, it looks intimidating at first, but then you realize like the gaps are not as tight as you expect. So I'm just gonna put in Havoc like normal, because even though like it's one of the easiest parts, putting it at the end just makes it feel so intimidating. Okay, Gyron's part. Gyron's part, I thought that it was once a huge choke point for the level. But then like after I started practicing it, it started to get easier, you know? So I'm going to put it in like hard, because you see this choke point, that's what I don't like. Alright, GG Boys part. So it is like one of the more... Oh yeah, I forgot to add that there's also this crazy duel part here where if you click a hold for a bit too long, you die. Alright, GG Boys part. So now, we're entering to one of the last parts. So it has like this infamous ball timing, and then like this last straight fly that is very intimidating because Vortrox died there. And then like it goes into some normal ball gameplay with a few fake outs at the end. And that's about it. Before a transition that leads right to the ending, which we'll talk about in just a few seconds. So first, I'm just going to say that this part, if I were to play from the end, I'd say normal, but actually, I'm just going to say at the end, I'm just going to say it feels difficult, because like it's so intimidating. Like you're at the final bits of the level. You have to like brace yourself for the ending. So I'm just going to put it, yeah, there. All right, now here comes the final part, which is Riot/Michigan's part. Oh yeah, have you actually noticed that in this one, it's Riot verifying it, but everything else is just Nexus? Like, why? Yeah, because Nexus did the Michigan route, which, hey, you're not meant to jump off the GG. Yeah, so there are 2 endings. You can just go down and go do the triple spike and finish the level, or you could just do Michigan's route, which I have done once in a 94 to 100 run. I'll show you that video right now. That YouTube short, like, Bloodbath swag route found? No, not really. Oh! I did the Michigan route! Oh my god! No way! Look! It literally... The Michigan text is right there. All right, so if I were to put it, if you were gonna do like the casual ending, it would be Why So Easy. If you're doing the Michigan route, that's Extreme Demon for real. I'll leave that up to you guys. If I was doing the triple spike, I'd say normal, because it's like, oh my god, the final click, the final click. Ah! Okay, like that. Okay. So yeah, that racks up my me ranking the hardest parts of Bloodbath and how I feel about it. If you guys want to make this tier list, I'm gonna put the link in the description below. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And I can't wait to have our final stretch to 100 subscribers. That is gonna be pretty exciting, right?